Michelle Rook looks ahead to a new trading week and month in Markets Now.
Grains outlining to the plus side last Friday before the holiday. Bryan Doherty with Total Farm Marketing is back with us. Bryan, I think the question everybody has now after higher weekly closes last week, are the grains actually seeing a trend change, or was that just some end of the month fund short covering?
I think you can call it whatever you want, probably a combination of all three. So the funds have been very short, and I think fund money often when it's in a marketplace, if things start to level out, they like anybody else will analyze this and say, is it worth the risk to stay short the market? And so we think some of that short covering occurred too. Also the idea that maybe the crops have gotten about as big as they're going to get. If you're in the southern half of the United States, you haven't gotten a lot of rain lately, and that might be pulling down some yield potential, particularly in soybeans. I think the chart formation started to look a little friendly. That creates short covering. You got a long weekend on Friday when the markets are trading, that the trade has to decide whether it wants to stay short into the weekend. But I think it all kind of reverts back to a bigger drop in the U.S. dollar over the last several weeks. Export numbers were good last week, and there's just a lack of strong selling interest other than this extra corn that farmers need to get rid of from the 23 crop.
Yeah, so we've got most of the bearish yield news kind of already worked into prices, is what you're saying.
The market is sure acting like that. So when you look at momentum and then you look at other things like oversold and stochastics and crossover points, a lot of moving parts anytime you're in a marketplace, but that downward momentum, that unrelentless beating that the markets took 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, that's really just consolidated pretty well here.
Yeah. So supply, demand, all those factors that you mentioned. So what do we need to keep that momentum going this week?
Right. So we had really nice weekly charts last week and good closes on Friday. What you need is to see some continuation of that. I wouldn't have to see it, this week right away, but like to see the market hold or finish firmer another week. And that would start really sending the signal that, look, the end user needs to step up, start picking this up.
All right. Thanks so much, Bryan Doherty with Total Farm Marketing. We'll have more AgDay coming up.
Watch Markets Now with Michelle Rook on the Farm Journal YouTube channel, keeping you updated throughout the day on the markets at the open, midday, and close. Find out what moved the markets today and what to expect the market to do next.